Fanta, is Michigan back?
No, not. I mean, I don't think that it's. I think it's a little too soon to just say they're back. Back to being top 10. Remember, this was a top 5 team in the preseason. Do I think that they're? No, I don't. But I also think that they're a youthful team. So, like for me, I'm looking to see if they will arrive into the mold that we thought that they could be. They need Musa Diabate to keep evolving, keep getting better. I think he's going to be an ultra talented player. He is. But it's channeling all that into something that's consistent. That is the key. The other thing is, guys, that backcourt to me is too inconsistent from a perimeter shooting standpoint. It is. And so I can't sit here and say that you're back when I don't know what I'm getting from game to game beyond what Brooks is giving the Wolverines. So, like I do. I think that Mike Smith, the Columbia transfer, was so solid for this team, and they've asked Devontae Jones to be that type of guy, and I'm not sure game to game what he's going to give me. So, is Michigan back? They have to arrive. That's my answer. They're not back. They have to arrive.
I'm exactly where you are right there. I'm not sure they're back. I'm not sure they were ever here to begin with. Like that's the big thing for this year's Michigan team. Last year they had Franz Wagner. They had all kinds of guys that can initiate offense and make things work for your offense. But this year, this team's still figuring everybody out. Like Devontae Jones has been fine. He has been great. He's been fine. But here's the kicker. Over the last 2 games, they're 26 of 51 from 3.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you look at this Michigan team who hasn't shot the ball well. Shooting fixes a lot of woes, boys. Fixes a lot of woes. You play against a bad Nebraska team, which I'm shocked by. I thought, like, this is Hoiberg's 3rd season. He's going to start moving. That's typically his turning year. Hasn't been able to do it. But you shoot the ball that well. Another thing is they beat San Diego State. Musa Diabate played 7 minutes. Didn't play against Nebraska. Now, I don't know. Is he hurt? I don't know for sure. If he's hurt, if he's not, I'm probably making myself look like an idiot. I didn't watch the entire game. Please excuse me. There was a lot going on. But him and Hunter Dickinson don't play well together because they both operate in the same space. So what happens? He sits out last game. That ball's moving around. They're having a lot more cutters coming towards the basket, and they're shooting the ball much better. Makes it harder to double on Dickinson. So you shoot better than 50% from 3, you are going to be better. Are they back? Yeah, if they can shoot 50% from 3, I just don't see that happening.
Yeah, so I think that I'm buying them long term, right? I think that they're going to find a way to figure it out because there's no way that Diabate and Caleb Houston and these guys can be as ineffective as they were at the start of the season. That said, I'm not ready to say that they are quote unquote back yet. Right. I think that there's so many moving pieces. And last night on the show on After Dark, Archie Miller made a really good point in that there's so many of their key pieces are being put into roles that they had never played before. Eli Brooks went from being like the 5th guy on that team to being the guy that's going to be asked to do everything on the perimeter. That's a big jump. That's a very different way that you're being asked to play. Brandon Johns went from being just a guy to being the guy that is asked to space the ball. He's Isaiah Livers now. That's what he's being asked to do. And I think that there's a chance that he could end up getting there, but I do know that it's going to take him a while to kind of figure it out. So I'm buying them long-term. I think that there is talent on that roster. There's no way that Caleb Houston was going to struggle as much as he was at the start of the season, right? Like that dude is just too talented to keep playing that way, but I'm in on them, but they're not back yet.